Hello, motherfuckers. What's happening, hell raisers and harlots? Hey there, all my bad bitches and unproblematic niggas up, down, and all around the internet. It is I, the one, the only, Kimber Shan. Don't call me Kim Ho. It's okay to be extra because I tell it like it is. And welcome to A Quickie with Kimber Shan, the show that gives you the facts, foolery, and the fuck ups, tells you something, gives you some Kimspiration, all in 20 minutes or less. Happy Monday, everyone. It's been a long, relaxing weekend. I'm glad that I chilled the fuck out. I tried to go out, but it didn't work out. And I learned a lesson. You know, the older you get, the more going out in public places with a bunch of drunk ass motherfuckers, it ain't even fun no more. So let's jump right into the facts, foolery, and the fuck ups. In case you haven't heard, Miss Tina said, "You must not know about me. You must not know about me." She can have another him in a minute, and she has that ring off again. Miss Tina filed for divorce a couple of days ago from Richard Lawson. She claimed irreconcilable differences, and, you know, she got the fuck on. And I commend her. A lot of people... You know, this is her second marriage. You know, she used to be married to Beyonce's dad. And a lot of people, they get complacent and they're unhappy. They'll just stay. They're married for 8 years. So, you know, they were together for quite some time. So I commend her for just being brave enough and strong enough to just say, I'm not happy. Fuck this. I'm out. So shout out to Miss Tina. Another thing that happened, Mr. Lawson, the streets looked into his Twitter likes and the man is a super freaky grandpa. The man is nasty, okay? I went myself and looked before he deleted it. He actually ended up deactivating his entire page, but I went and looked myself and the man is nasty. I seen all types of porn on there, given everybody watches Twitter porn, but I just did not expect him to watch Twitter porn. And a funny thing that I saw was, if you watch shit on Zeus, this guy from the Bobby Light show, there was a porn he had saved from the guy on the Bobby Light show fucking some bitch on the bed, and it was just so funny to see this man. And he had lesbian porn, he had some bitch sucking dick, like he had some nasty porn, super freaky grandpa. And, you know, you can't be doing no shit like that when you a couple of degrees of separation away from Beyonce, okay? Like, it's not a good look. It's not a good look, grandpa. Another clip surfaced, an interview with both of them, Miss Tina and Richard Lawson, together. And they asked him about their relationship. And Miss Tina was like, well, no man is perfect, but, you know, you meet all the things that I wanted on my list. And he kind of chuckled or laughed it off or whatever. But people are saying that insinuates that there was trouble in paradise. I don't think that really means anything because nobody is perfect, especially in a relationship. So I don't feel like that means anything. I think people are just speculating and trying to find something to pull from. But I did mention a couple of weeks back, her house was robbed. I doubt that has anything to do with the divorce, but that's just another thought to put out there. I'm sure more details may come out later down the line, but shout out to Miss Tina for taking that ring off and getting her freedom, you know? I salute it. Another story that happened, I think it was like 2 days ago, Cardi B recently threw a mic at a fan in a crowd for throwing some water on her while she was performing. Now, I don't blame her at all, because if a bitch throws some water on me, that's some fight shit. Like, Cardi was so pissed because the girl literally threw up her cup and the waterless hit Cardi while she was performing. And Cardi was very angry and she threw the whole mic into the crowd at the bitch. And they escorted her the fuck up out of there, because why are you throwing things at people? Like, it's fucking unsanitary. I don't know what the fuck is in that dirty ass water. I don't know what kind of drink. It's a goddamn biohazard. Why are you throwing things at people on stage? And this seems to be super common. It's happening more and more and more. I feel like, I don't know if people don't respect artists as much or what, but it just seems like people are more willing to be disrespectful to people performing. Remember, who was it? It was Kid Cudi. performing. He was performing somewhere, but people kept throwing things on stage at him. And he said, if you throw something else up here, I'm finna stop this whole shit. Lo and behold, some raggedy motherfucker in the audience got his ass up and threw more shit up there. And he said, no, I'm done performing. I'm not doing this shit. You're not gonna be throwing shit on stage. It's disrespectful as fuck to somebody performing and trying to share their craft, and people are throwing things at them. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why people are so unhinged, but it's not cute and I don't like it. And I don't blame Cardi for throwing that mic at that bitch. Fuck them. The next thing I want to talk about is the streets are saying the aliens are here. That's right. The aliens are here, and they've been here, and they ain't going nowhere no time soon. David Gross, a U.S. intelligence specialist, also known as a white man with a very questionable hairline. Like, that shit is sliding back and on the side, and it's fucked. His hairline is fucked, okay? But apparently he said that the U.S. has spacecraft that has crashed, and they found remains in those spacecraft, and those remains are not human parts. And they've had these things in their possession for years. And they're just now, he's the whistleblower. He's just now speaking out on it. And the thing that tickled me the most about this was that this story came out and nobody gave a fuck. It's because everybody's so damn broke. Yeah, aliens are scary, but bitch, this rent is fucking scarier. So ain't nobody worried about them bitch ass aliens. Shit, they want to come down here to Earth, they gonna come to a whole fucking world of problems. Problems that they can't fucking solve. Problems that they don't know what the fuck to do with. They actually gonna pack up their shit and go back where they came from, because Earth is hella ghetto right now. But my opinion on aliens is, it freaks me out. It does. It freaks me out. And I don't really know what's gonna happen with that, but an alien attack, like aliens existing isn't the thing that scares me, but like an alien invasion, that shit scares the fuck out of me. So hopefully them niggas decide to stay where they at, because Earth ghetto any goddamn way. So let's go ahead and move on to another segment called Let Me Tell You Something. So I hear a lot of people online discuss the concept of a rebrand, and it happens quite often, rebranding, making changes. I'm all for changing your life. And when I think about a rebrand, I started thinking back to my life so far, and like a lot of major moments and changes that happened for me, they literally happened simply just because I made a decision to make it happen. I mean, moving to LA, it was like, I don't know. I want to. I would love to. I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure. When should I go? But once I decided that I was going to do that, it was up. And I was literally out here 3 months later. It came down to a decision. Shit, when I was like 18 or 19 and I was hanging out with a bunch of people that weren't in school or weren't working or weren't doing anything productive, and I was in school that whole time, but hanging around those people, they didn't make school a priority. And because of that, I was struggling really bad with my grades and everything. And then I decided, this isn't working. Like, I just don't like the way my lifestyle is right now. So I decided to switch it up. And I said, what? I want to go away to school so that my life can revolve around school, so that I can be focused on school. And I'm in an environment where everybody is about school. And when I did that, 360. I was on the dean's list every semester after that. Great grades, like just thriving, joining organizations. Like that one decision of me saying, I want to go off to school and make a change. Boom, done. And shout out to my bestie, Soraya, for putting that idea in my head to go off to school. Shout out to her. Because we ended up going to school together. But just making that one change really changed my trajectory. Like, I honestly don't think I would have graduated college if I would have stayed, at home and just continue to hang out with other people that weren't prioritizing those things. So it goes back to making a decision. When I wanted to, when Instagram first started and like I would see like bad bitches and their face would be beat and they had these perfect eyebrows. Okay, look at my eyebrows today because they're giving. And they had these perfect eyebrows. And I was like, I want to look like that. Like, I want my eyebrows to be perfect. I want to be a bad bitch. I decided to take my ass to Mac, and this guy did my makeup. His shit was slayed, and he did my shit, and I bought everything he put on my face. And after that, it was up. Like, I got really good at doing it. Sometimes people ask me if I do makeup professionally, or people ask me where did I go to get my makeup done. So it literally became a thing just because I decided that I wanted to change the way that I look. Another example, I wanted some extra money because, I had like a 9 to 5. I had one job. I wanted some extra money. So I decided to get a job at a club waitressing. Literally a decision that got me to the point where I was making enough money to start traveling and going on trips and doing things that I actually really wanted to do, because just having that one job wasn't cutting it. Shit. Further, I decided I wanted to be a bartender. So I got in bartending school, and boom, I got a good job at a club, and some nights I would make $1,000, and that was huge for me financially. So just making a decision to do something, that's the beginning of all the changes that you would ever need in life. I got another example that's a little bit more emotional, but when I was 19, I was in this terrible relationship. I'm talking lying, cheating, being disrespected, being manipulated, not put first. It was terrible. And definitely emotionally abusive. Hell, I'll say fucking damn near abusive. Okay. So one day I just decided I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of feeling bad all the time. I'm sick of feeling like everything's my fault or I'm doing something wrong. I'm literally sick of how this person is. Like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. So, and then the catalyst that really popped it off, this nigga snatched my phone out of my hand, ran into the bathroom, and I was running behind him and closed the door on my hand. My hand is in the fucking door because this nigga got my phone. And he wouldn't like undo the door. And like my hand got fucking squished. So yeah, abusive. But after that day, I was like, you know what? This nigga really slammed my hand in this fucking door. Fuck no. After that day, the very next day, I was out. I was done. I was over it. I was done. I was out. And that decision really helped me, because I know if I would have stayed in that relationship, it would have only gotten worse and worse and worse. And I'm so glad that I decided to get out. So to bring my point back together, everything in life is only a decision away. Any change you want, anything you want to do, it just comes down to deciding that you want something different. And even now I'm going through a lot in my life, but I know that if I make different decisions or I decide I want to change, it's that simple. Just make that one decision and it can literally change the trajectory of your life. And that comes with anything you want. Like, I just feel like the power of choice is alive. The power of choice as well. And, you have to be certain. You can make a decision, but still be half-assing it. It's not going to work the same as saying, I decided this is what I want, and I'm going to commit to it. So let's move on to the last segment, which is Kimspiration. And for Kimspiration, I just want to say you have to let go of who you once were to become who you're supposed to be. And that hit deep for me, because if you are not satisfied with where you are, you can let go of the narrative that you've been telling yourself, and you can make a decision that I want to be a different type of person. But you can't hold on to, oh, I used to be this, I used to have this, you can't hold on to that narrative, because it's only going to keep you stagnant. If you really want to rebrand and become a new person, you got to let the old you go so you can embrace what's new and what's to come. You can't keep holding on to the same people, the same places, the same circumstances. It's okay to let that shit go and move forward into what you decide you want to be. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please subscribe to the show, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow me at the Kimber Shan Show, follow at Quickie Pod on everything. Yeah, we just gonna keep rolling, guys. Remember my 3 principles: love yourself, respect yourself, and accept yourself. Bye.